Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here on WILK. Driven by McCarthy Tire Service. It's 10:33 in the morning. We got a boatload of Pittston area track and field boys members with us, and Coach Jason Mills is with us this morning. And Jason, welcome in today.
Thanks for having us, John. We appreciate being here.
Well, you got a talented team, again, a nice balanced team. Some of these athletes from football, and let's talk about this first week. A win against Hazleton went pretty well, huh?
Yeah, we were very lucky. We, as everyone did, dealt with the weather, and our kids did a great job with getting ready and stuff in the gym and whatever we could.
Jake Witkowski with us. He's a thrower. Tell us a little bit about him before we get to him.
He's a super kid. I had the honor this year of coaching him in the fall too. So a super kid. He works real hard. He's got a lot of upside.
Jake Witkowski joining us here on the John Mendola Show, his senior year. And Jake, talk about what you took from football. Now you're taking over into track and field this season.
Just looking forward to having this last bit of season, bringing the hard work that I brought over from football and just going to get ready to get after it like I did in football season.
What is your best between the shot, the jab, and the disc?
Shot put.
Shot put. And big mark that you have a goal for this year?
50. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, everybody loves the 50 mark if they could get it. You have some older siblings, so you're the young buck in the family. Talk a little bit about what you learned from them and try to take from them.
Yeah, they just taught me to work hard for whatever you want, and anything's yours, and you can just go after it and get it.
Let's talk about that next step for you. Where are you headed?
Shippensburg.
All right, and what are you going to do there?
I'm going to play football and study criminal justice.
All right, should be a good fit. Ship has a good football program, that's for sure. And talk a little bit about mom and dad and how they've tried to lay a good foundation for you, and you doing the rest.
Oh yeah, they taught me everything. They showed me, they paved the way for me, and I think they're very proud of what I'm doing. So I'm excited to do that.
All right, criminal justice guy, very good in the classroom with math, a 3.6 grade point average. Jacob, we wish you the best, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Jake Witkowski there from PA. And, Coach, let's get over to Trevor Tague. Tell us a little bit about Trevor and what he brings to track and field this year.
He's another great kid. He's a wise kid, you know. He's almost like having an adult. Like, you know, you talk to him, it's like he's been around for generations. He was raised well, and we love having him around.
All right, always great having one of those guys around. Of course, he's got a bright future ahead of him. And Trevor, University of Tennessee, is that a slam dunk?
Oh, yeah. I've wanted to do that my whole life, go down south, go to a big school.
All right, sports management. Talk about being able to fit in there. And with a 4.0, I guess you could almost write your ticket. So talk about being able to pull that off.
I just worked hard all 4 years. Sports management was something I wanted to do. Went down to Tennessee, loved it, so that's where I'll be going.
Let's talk about being a balanced guy, a football, basketball, track and field, so you're involved in everything and you're doing a great job in the classroom. What kind of events are you doing this year in track and field?
I'll be doing the 4x1, the 100, and the 200.
All right, and let's talk about, you have a sister, Kendall?
Yes.
And tell us about her.
She's a freshman now. She plays basketball and soccer. She's funny, fun to be around.
And mom and dad, some good role models for you. Talk about them doing what they do to make you be successful.
They've supported me in everything. Wanting to go south, that's hard, so they haven't had a problem. Driving me everywhere, all these practices. It's been great.
History, one of your favorite subjects. Tell us why.
I just like learning about the history of this country, how it was developed.
All right. Well, we hope you have a good season, Trevor, and enjoy some good family time this weekend, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Trevor Tague there from Pittston areas. Again, we got a nice load of student-athletes here from Pittston areas, so we're going to try to get to all of them today. And Coach Mills with us from the PA Track and Field program. We got another student-athlete with us, and that's Nick Barbary. Tell us a little bit about him.
Another great kid, a great student, a number one in his class, a quiet leader for us.
All right, let's welcome in Nick Barbary here on the John Mendola Show. And Nick, let's talk about your dedication in the classroom.
It's really been a balance of trying to figure out how to allot your time with sports and clubs. But I've found a way to make it work and try and do my best and spread myself evenly amongst them. And I've been pretty fortunate to have great teachers and my parents help me along the way.
Being number one of 265, that ain't easy. Let's talk a little bit about your dedication there. Just keep pushing yourself, and we'll talk about that college track and what you're going to do next. But talk about the dedication in high school, and I'm sure there's many nights where you're staying up late and really hitting the books.
Yeah, a lot of my time is devoted to school, but again, I have a lot of support with my family, with my teachers, with my friends. So it's been difficult, but it's not undoable.
All right, let's talk about the college track. Drexel for biology and pre-med. What were the choices and why Drexel?
Drexel, I felt like, had the most opportunity being in Philadelphia. They have great programs there for what I wanted to do in the biology pre-med track. It gives me an opportunity to get some career experience with their co-op programs. So that's why I chose Drexel.
Take us through the whole family, the siblings, the folks, and every role that everybody has that have influenced you in your life.
My siblings, we're all very deep into sports. My brother plays 3 sports: basketball, football, and baseball. My sister was very involved in sports. I was able to run with her for 3 years at the high school. So they've always pushed me to do my best as well. But my mom and dad have helped me so much. My mom is a part of the track program through the Booster Club, and my dad, I've been fortunate enough to have him as my hurdle coach, and they always support me, and so they've been a great help to me.
And how tough is hurdling? Talk about the mental aspect of hurdling. When you first started, and now here you are, your senior year. Is it still second nature? You're still going through a lot of the math stuff in your brain about what I got to do with this hurdle event?
Yeah, it's a big mental thing to try and get over a hurdle every time. But fortunately enough, I've had my dad as my coach. I've been hurdling with great guys like Shane and Naseem since 7th grade. We've built a really good group. I think what separates us from other teams is the depth that we have, the ability for the 3 of us to score a lot of points for our team.
All right, Nick, we'll go get him at Drexel.
Thank you.
All right, Nick Barbary from the Pittston area track and field team. We still got more Patriots to talk to. We're talking a little bit about the Dr. George P. Moses basketball game that's coming up next weekend. So we'll get Jim Reeser from the Citizens Voice here on the John Mendola Show. You can follow us on Twitter at John Mendola Show. Hook us up online. It is thejohnmendolashow.com. Of course, you can follow us on YouTube as well, The John Mendola Show. Let's take a time out and head over to our local State Farm insurance agent, Daryl Hubbard. Break. Like a good neighbor, Daryl Hubbard in Mountaintop is there. We'll be back on WILK. Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here on WILK. Yeah, with some local college baseball yesterday, and good to see Misericordia and Kings going at it, of course, all week in their series. So that thing's been pretty interesting to follow. Of course, University of Scranton, pretty good baseball this year. Misericordia Kings, Wilkes a little bit on the upstart. So should be interesting to see how those area teams do. Well, let's talk more Pittston area track and field. We still got a boatload of guys to talk to. Coach Jason Mills, tell us a little bit about Walter Coles.
He's a leader. I mean, plain and simple, he's always upbeat. He's encouraging. He's positive. Great kid to be around, and he's a great kid for the program.
All right, let's welcome in Walter Coles here on the John Mendola Show. Walter, let's talk about your throwing, javelin, discus, shot put. Which one are you excited about this season?
Javelin. Javelin's always been my main event.
And how far? What's the goal this year for you?
I'm trying to hit 180 feet.
All right, we just had Dylan Walk in from Western Wayne. He's going for around 180, 185 himself. You're a football player, quarterback. Talk about that next step for you. What's going to happen?
I plan on going to Lycoming College, and I want to major in special education. I'm going to play football as well.
All right, good for you. Let's talk a little bit about your sister, Emma Coles, and what she's up to right now.
She's doing track and field, too. She does all the events I do, and she plays basketball.
How about hanging with the guys? Talk about some fun you guys have.
Yeah, we have fun every day at practice, always busting each other, and but we're serious at the same time, trying to get our marks up this year and hopefully get some district medals and so on.
And that first win over Hazleton, talk about a big team effort from everybody.
Yeah, I'm proud of all these guys. We did good, and we're excited for the whole rest of the season.
All right, 3.6 in the classroom, so you're doing it there, Walter. We hope you have a good holiday weekend with your family, and good luck at LICO.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's Walter Coles with us there from the Pittston area football / track and field team. And let's get over to Jason Mills again. Phil Cocos with us. He's a thrower. Coach, tell us about Phil.
Yeah, he's kind of unique because we didn't get him until his junior year. So he's still learning. He's got an upside that is is unbelievable. He had a good winter for us. His throws just, I think, got better every week. So we're looking for a lot for him as well this year in the shot put.
All right, let's welcome in Phil Cocos. And Phil, another great student. Talk about your dedication in the classroom.
School's always been an important part of my life. I mean, my grandparents, my parents, my whole family's really stressed that on me. So I've always made sure to do the best that I could each and every day.
Couple younger siblings, Matt and Juliana. I'm sure that they follow suit in the classroom as well.
Yeah, the thing is with Matt, though, he's the type of kid that, I mean, if he starts doing shot put, I'm in trouble because he's more athletic than I am by far.
Talk about hanging with these throwers and seeing everybody do their best. Where do you fit in with the throwing ranks there with everybody on the team?
I'm right with them. I mean, winter season, I threw a nice 44 up there at the Summit University meet, so we're looking for some big numbers this year, and it's really just great to hang with the guys.
Numbers is where you're at, carrying that grade point average like a 4.382, so finance will be in the future for you. Where you're looking to do that at?
I'm not too sure yet. I'm leaning more towards Scranton, but I'm definitely bouncing around a few colleges.
Another guy also at the top of his class. Let's talk about your folks and how they push you along.
They're great. I mean, anything I need, they're right there for me. My mom, she's a history of math. She's a math teacher now. Used to be a statistician, so a lot of brain power there. My dad's always very supportive of me. He's in business, so it really just makes it easy for me to do my best.
All right, Phil, well, have a great season. I hope you hit your mark.
Thank you.
All right, Phil Cocos there from Pittston area. Coach, another young student athlete with us, and this guy, another senior, Naseem Gilliam. Tell us a little bit, Naseem.
Naseem's a great kid. He's another kid who's really like a leader for us. You know, you have conversations with him, and he's very wise and a street smart kid. You know, like he knows like how things work. He's a great kid to be around.
All right, let's welcome in Naseem Gilliam here on the John Mendola Show. Talk about all those events you're hitting this year, Naseem.
Well, my goals this year are trying to get sub 15, like time-wise, and then making states also.
All right, and how much you like those hurdles?
It's pretty good. I've been doing it since 7th grade, and I kind of developed a liking for it.
How about that 4x1 and 4x4 team? Both pretty competitive this year?
Yeah, I think our 4x1 and 4x4 could shock a lot of teams this year.
And talk about some other members on those teams, the guys that are running well for you this year at PA.
Trevor Tague's been doing well so far. Kemar, Alex Hawes, who's a junior. 4x4, it's me, Hunter Krackl, Shane Sims, and Nick Barbary.
Couple of siblings that are a little younger than you, so tell us about each of them and what they're up to. Khalib and Jalen?
Jalon. Yeah.
Jalon, sorry, they keeping you busy?
Yeah, very, very.
Well, I'm sure they're coming out to the track meets to cheer you on, that's for sure. How about down the road here? ESU you're looking at?
Yes, I will be majoring in athletic training. I will also be running track.
Awesome. And let's talk about your grandfather.
He always pushed me when I was younger. I grew up like always seeing him at work, and I always wanted to go with him. And he always told me that nothing's impossible and everything's out there. So just keep going for it, and you'll get it.
All right. Well, go get it at ESU, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, Naseem Gilliam here on the John Mendola Show as we talk about the Pittston area track and field team. We got two more student athletes to talk to, and Coach Jason Mills, tell us about Hunter Krackl.
He's a great kid for us. He does whatever we ask of him. He's a variety of different events, a hard worker, and another one of those kids who's a quiet leader for us.
All right, Hunter, let's bring you into the show today. Kind of a long-distance guy. Talk about some of the events that you enjoy. Do you do long distance with fun, or you kind of do it because that's where they need you right now?
It's a bit of both and stuff like that. I do sometimes enjoy it, but sometimes the practices are a bit hard. But I try and strive and do a hard work and stuff like that. So I mostly do 800, so I do enjoy that, and that's probably my most favorite one. So.
And what's the goal this year for the 800 time?
For the 800 time, I'm trying to look at sub 2 for our high school. I'm trying to beat the record of 158.7, so hopefully I beat that. So.
All right, man, that's a big goal. Attainable, though. Let's talk about your big family. You got a lot of people there.
Yeah, most of my family is all boys and stuff like that, coming from an Iowan family and stuff like that. So it's pretty competitive in the household, so I guess that's one of the traits that I get from there. So.
Heck of a student, right near that 4.0 and ranked high in your class. So I know you're excited about you're dedicated to math and science and engineering down the road. So talk about what that next step, where is it going to be for you?
I'm going to attend Penn State Wilkes-Barre and stuff like that. So I'll be majoring, like you said, electrical engineering. Hopefully after high school, I can move down to more south and stuff like that. So, but,
Let's talk about your dad. What are your inspirations in your life?
most of my dad, he's a do-it-yourself type of guy. He does most of his things by himself, and he's a hard worker, and he's a great leader for me. So,
All right, Hunter. Well, great to hear your story. We wish you the very best.
thank you.
All right, Hunter Krackl there from the Pittston area Patriots track and field team. Coach Jason Mills, one more person to get to. It's Shane Sims. So tell us about Shane.
Well, he's famous for the kick, as we talk about. He's the in Pittston area football lore, he's a legend already. But a super kid, soccer player as well. He's been with us for a number of years, and he gets better every year. That hurdle group, just like the throwing group, they're a good group of seniors who have been around, and they work hard together, and they challenge each other, and it makes our team better.
All right, let's welcome in Shane Sims here on the John Mendola Show. And Shane, tell us about the highlights for you with soccer and football this year.
Well, soccer's been a great experience. Football was a great experience as well, just getting out there with the guys and everything. It's crazy, I just went out there for the experience for football, but it turned out to be something a lot better than that. And I'm glad I went out and tried it.
Yeah, very successful year there for the Patriot football program. Let's talk about some of the clubs and organizations you're involved with.
Yeah, I do the yearbook club, and I'm a page editor, and this year I worked on the boys soccer page and the girls soccer page for that. So,
all right, that's really cool. Let's talk about your sister Natalie.
My sister Natalie, she's a nut. She's crazy. She's a lot younger than me, but she does want to do track, and she actually knows what she wants to do in college already. She wants to study marine biology and go down south. So,
wow, at age 11, that's pretty impressive. Yeah. Biology and chemistry for you, 3.9 grade point average. Let's talk about that next step, where you're headed. Do you kind of narrow it down yet?
Yeah, I will be attending Wells College in New York. It's right on the Finger Lakes, small college right on the shore of Cayuga Lake. I'll be playing soccer there and studying molecular biology, so that's cool.
Molecular biology, that's pretty darn cool. Let's talk about your folks and what they've laid for you as a foundation to head out to the Finger Lakes and attend college.
Well, my parents always push for me to be the best I can. They don't want to hold me back from anything. So when I've been looking around for colleges, they made sure to keep an open mind for me. And they've always been pushing me and stuff. You come home with it be on your report card, you get yelled at. They want to make sure you're being the best you can.
Well, it sounds like good folks to me. Shane, you keep up the good work, and congratulations on your college choice.
Thank you.
Shane Sims and the rest of the Pittston area Patriots track and field team. Great things happening for them, including some good quality family time this weekend. It is a gorgeous day here at WILK. We come back, we're to talk some all-star basketball. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Frank Sorokach. Break like a good neighbor. Frank Sorokach in Tunkhannock is there. We'll be back on WILK.